They called him the next Pelé, Brazil's golden boy, the one who was supposed to carry a nation back to glory. From the streets of Mogi das Cruzes to the world's biggest stadiums, Neymar's story has always been about brilliance and heartbreak. This is the painful story of Neymar Jr. Neymar was born with nothing, but he had a ball at his feet. From dusty Brazilian streets to small futsal courts, his gift was clear. At Santos FC, his rise was like a movie. Tricks, flicks, and goals that made defenders look like children. He was joy in its purest form, and Brazil believed their new hero had arrived. In 2013, the world welcomed him to Europe. At Barcelona, he became part of the legendary MSN trio with Messi and Suarez. Together, they destroyed defenses, won trebles, and lifted the Champions League. Neymar wasn't just good. He was magic. And many believed he would be the one to finally take the throne from Messi and Ronaldo. But in 2017, he shocked the world. Leaving Barcelona for Paris Saint-Germain in a world record move, Neymar wanted to step out of Messi's shadow. He wanted to prove he could be the best. Instead, his PSG career became a story of brilliance, interrupted by pain. One moment, he was unplayable, leaving defenders for dead. The next, he was on the floor again. Broken metatarsals, twisted ankles, endless injuries. Every year when PSG needed him most, Neymar's body betrayed him. The Champions League slipped away again and again. Critics mocked him. They said he cared more about parties than football, that he was fragile, that he had wasted his talent. And with Brazil, the pain cut even deeper. In 2014, on home soil, he was Brazil's hope, until a brutal injury against Colombia left him broken. He watched helplessly as Germany humiliated his country 7-1. In 2018, he returned, but the world mocked his dives and theatrics instead of remembering his goals. In 2022, he scored one of the greatest goals of the tournament against Croatia, only for Brazil to be knocked out on penalties. Neymar fell to the ground in tears, his dream of lifting the World Cup slipping away yet again. By 2023, Neymar's career took another twist. At just 31, he left Europe for Saudi Arabia to join Al Hilal. The boy who was once destined for the Ballon d'Or stage was now playing far from the spotlight. And as if fate hadn't punished him enough, another cruel injury arrived. A torn ACL and meniscus, keeping him out for months. His dream of redemption kept slipping further away. But perhaps the most painful part of Neymar's story came when he looked back home. For years, fans dreamed of seeing him return to Santos, the club where it all began. A fairy tale ending. But instead of open arms, he was met with rejection. Palmeiras president Leila Pereira said the phrase, "We won't sign Neymar because our club is not a hospital." She stated this to rule out a potential transfer of Neymar to Palmeiras, referencing his injury struggles at his then club Al Hilal. For a boy who once carried the hopes of an entire nation, the words cut deeper than any tackle. It was not just his body that was broken. It was his dream, his legacy, his connection to the home that once adored him. Neymar's story is a story of contradictions. The genius who could dribble past anyone, but couldn't escape injuries. The prince who was supposed to become king, but never wore the crown. The boy who brought joy to millions, yet faced ridicule and rejection from his own people. He has the trophies. He has the goals. He has the magic that reminds us why football is beautiful. But his story is also pain, fragility, and a reminder that even the brightest stars can burn out before their time. Neymar Jr., the boy who was supposed to rule the world, but ended up fighting battles against his own body his critics, and even his destiny. And this is Goal and Glory, where football is not just about goals, but about the stories that define them.